quick. I'm just trying to put it in the holder. Sorry. Work with me a sec. Welcome if you guys are new. Welcome back if you guys are already subscribers. I know I'm gonna move this just a bit. I know that I mentioned in the October, no, I didn't in the October because that's how this all happened. So starting over, I filmed the October plan with me, and by noon of that day, found out that a lot of the vacation plans had changed. I ended up staying an extra day. We moved some parks around. Of course, this was already all in pen, which is great. Some of it was. So I thought that it would be really fun to play catch up together in real time. And just kind of have a nice little chat and just kind of show what I do if that happens, I guess. And we'll kind of just chat through some trip stuff, I guess, and just kind of chill out. And I've never really done a plan with me in a live sense. I've always filmed them ahead of time. I do them in real time sometimes. I'm using the word time excessively. Also, let me make sure I've got everything set up on my laptop to monitor for comments and things like that. So just bear with me while we get settled for a second, just in case anybody hops on. I know I don't do a lot of lives, and it's really sporadic right now. I don't have anything planned. So if you missed it, that's okay. So a huge reason why I am doing it on YouTube and not Instagram. I do a lot more Instagram lives, I feel like, because it's easy to do from an impromptu perspective. But I really wanted to do this one here so that you guys could see the playback, because I feel like there's a lot of new planner people hopping on, and there's also a lot of people that are kind of craving, sounds like a strong word, but craving Kokuyo Jibun content, because it's still such a new planner, and it's such, it doesn't have a lot of content out on it. So I thought this might be a good place to put this. So that's what we're gonna do. And I spent the morning debeaming and organizing this mess. So lots of new stickers to play with. Excessively so. I'm still gotta go back and fix a bunch of the pockets. Like, I made my own pockets for these. So yeah. All right, so what I'd like to do is just kind of mark in a couple of things. The drive didn't change at all, so I'm gonna do film today's Prezi and TCMZ goodies. I can take all this out. I really just put little notes at the top. I didn't do the best job recording weather, so I may have to go back and see what some of this weather stuff is after I'm done filming, because I cannot do that at the same time because it's on my phone. So, and there might be a couple of things like that. I'm just going to try to do as much as I humanly possibly can on this platform. I'll put just like some things that I did along the way. Jessie, my friend, was on the way to Chicago, so we chatted for a good little bit. I didn't watch anything going down. That's a little different. I did on the way back. Trying to think. I think I just chatted with Jesse, really. I am gonna make a little note, I guess, maybe about I don't ever really care if I go over the lines. Like, I'm not gonna break up a word necessarily if I don't have to. In this case, this is a lot more memory keeping than checklisting, so I'm kind of okay with this. I kind of feel like I need a bigger eraser. I also feel like I am being a very terrible planner. Sorry, I might make you guys sick with all this movement, but I'm also trying to get you guys. Wow, I didn't mean to let the camera drop. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. Okay, sorry. Perks of using this kind of camera stand. I hope everybody can see everything okay. Okay. Sorry, I do kind of have to tilt this just a little bit, so I'm sorry. It's not always like the cleanest view. Okay, so do I have a bigger eraser in this monster of a bag, or is it in another bag? I love this bag. This is like one of my favorite pen bags ever. So, my fave. I'm gonna erase this because this is definitely not what happened. I'm not really, another thing I'm not really sure on is like the water intake was a little dicey. That was closed. So I am going to find a pizza sticker, which I certainly know I have. That's in my food category. There we go. I did also watch Hocus Pocus 2 that morning, and I do need a note. Here, Hocus Pocus. I watched about half of the original the night before and then finished the original and filmed and watched the second while I got ready the following morning. I don't really have a place to put that. That's kind of troublesome, but it's okay. We're gonna leave it alone. Use this little pizza dude because it wasn't takeout pizza. I'm gonna do I could have split this up, but it's okay. At Desiree's and Justin's. So I parked my car at these very kind people's house. They were friends of Taylor and Tyler's. They had stayed there for a couple days. So I met up with them there, and then they were kind enough to not just keep my car there, but feed us that night, and that was unexpected. Then we went and checked in at the hotel. We stayed at Swan Reserve. It's a newer hotel. There's this, I don't understand. There's like this big debacle about whether it is a Marriott or a Marriott with Disney. I don't know. It was called Swan Reserve. That's all that matters to me in the grand scheme of things. So, I actually wonder, did I write the weather down like anywhere? Let's see. If I did, would have been in my big book, but I don't think I did. It's okay. It's totally fine. It was gorgeous. That's all that really matters. We kind of slept in a little bit. Didn't really do too much, and then we headed to Disney Springs. So I don't have anything to really write in the wee hours of the morning. This is gonna sound like so anticlimactic. Let's think about this a couple minutes. I don't really feel like hand lettering anything at the moment. I swear I did write the weather down because I feel like it was a super lazy morning that morning. But I really don't know where I would have put it. That wasn't in the planner. That's a little strange. Most curious. Most curious indeed. Okay, focus. Disney Springs. Yeah, I really don't want to do hand lettering next to each other. So we did brunch. So let's see if I have any. Oh, you know what I do have? I have like a straight up brunch sticker, I think. What else is on that? Maybe something kind of inspiring. So we've got dessert, dinner, drinks, brunch. They did get avocado toast, which was kind of funny because I'm not an avocado toast person. I wish I could have like a whole sheet of brunch. I'm like panicking. Yeah, nothing really happened other than this, but I don't. Why am I being crazy today about this? We're gonna be here all afternoon. Okay, not really. Okay. I just don't want the heads together. The same way I don't like the hand lettering next to each other. It will just drive my OCD out the wazoo crazy. At homecoming. I'm also like trying not to take up a million rows. So we did all kinds of like little shopping and things. I'm trying to think where we shopped at. We kind of just like popped into a bunch of places. I don't know that I really bought too much. I think I bought a couple things at World of Disney. So I don't want to use another sticker, so I'm just gonna put shopping at Disney Springs. I do want to use one of my, I have to like put things away as I go, or else this whole table's gonna look like a nightmare by the time I'm done. I want to have like a little Winifred. Because I definitely, was she my favorite one? No, I think it was the purple, so we might use a Sarah. There we go. I cannot get my life together today. Okay. Going through all the stickers. I'm gonna use a Sarah. So excited to be finally using my Hocus Pocus stickers. Like I can't even stand it. There was a Dole Whip flight that you could get at Disney Springs that had like a pumpkin type of one, a purple cheesecake flavor, and then it was like the OG kind of with like a little bit more lemon lime, and obviously the purple, I think. Now I'm like second guessing myself what all the colors were or who they were attached to. I don't know. The purple one to me is Sarah, 110%. So that's the one I'm going to go with. That's why we put Sarah there. Point being, that was my favorite. Don't know why I can't talk. What else did we eat? Oh, we were like stuffed from brunch and then the Dole Whip. So that was fine. And then we went back to the hotel. It was really just a lot of shopping and walking around. And then we went back to the hotel and got ready for Halloween Horror Nights. And we were actually running late. Which was super inconvenient. Not ideal at all. Again, I'm gonna put my toys back in their little pockets. I've got to go back in now that I've added so many stickers, like an absurd amount of stickers to this thing. I've got to go back and like make the pockets so that it's like half of this and it's not as thick. Because right now it's stupid thick. Oh, the zombie kind of would have been cute, but I definitely went Harry Potter mode because, I mean, that's just what I do. So I want to use, I don't want to use one of the little ones because I have the space. I can cover up the water tracker since I know for a fact that that was just effed for sure. Are you okay with that being there? I don't know why I can cover up the water tracker, but I don't want to cover up the 10. It doesn't make any sense. This is what happens in my brain. So if you've never watched one of my in real time Plan with me, this is kind of what it's like. It's a little sporadic, a little all over the place. Okay, so just a couple notes of this literally to me was the best year for houses. This is my 8th year doing Halloween Horror Nights, and it's been all consecutive except for 2020 when they canceled the event, so in my mind it's consecutive. So this is my 8th year consecutively, but you have to like adjust the time appropriately. Point being, this year blew my mind for houses. They just did things that I've never seen done before, that I was really surprised by, that I was really scared by. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but definitely blew my mind. Best year yet. For that, I'm gonna say something about pizza skulls because they were delish. So if you're going, definitely get a pizza skull. They're amazing. And the red velvet cake pops, freaking amazing as well. I think they got some bao buns and stuff when we were leaving Disney Springs. There was a lot of like side eating as well. Butterbeer always. I'm just gonna do, oh, I don't have enough space. It's okay. Fishnets in flannel, because that's what I wore. Very grayscale today, or in that. So I didn't really have Slytherin colors on grayscale mood. I meant to say mode, but mood works too. I need a sad face, so let's find a sad face. I was struggling really hard the night events, like with nausea and like just I was cranky. I was really cranky. Let's see if there's like a sad. I could use the nauseous, but I really don't want to use up all my nauseous ones. That looks stressed. That looks sad. That looks really sad. Goodness Lord. Oh, I love that there's like extra emoji heads. I don't know that I'll ever, God, that'll take me forever to use them. I guess I can use them for more sad. We'll just use this one. I'm also trying to be really nice and not use like every single sticker on the planet to describe everything. I know No Mummy, which is like my go-to. I didn't get to ride Mummy. Red Brick was closed. Or was there a donut? I could have used a donut. So I was really bummed that those three things didn't happen because they've happened almost. I've been eating at Red Brick for Halloween Horror Nights since I think the first year Alfie and I went. So that was the first year this is the first year I've gone down there and not had Red Brick. So I was super bummed and sad about it. So that was just a really bizarre, and like I said, I didn't feel super great that night. So it was I was struggle bus. It's been a long time since I've been at Halloween Horror Nights and not feel good. And that was like definitely the worst. So I'm not even gonna bother with the to-do list side necessarily. I'm gonna work on migrating this over here in a second. That'll be probably one of the I don't know, I'm just gonna do it. I'm going to not only move them, but I'm gonna move them to the week that we're on right now. So I'm gonna do I guess this is kind of like having a bonus plan with me video. Oh my gosh, there's some folks watching. It's so bizarre when I hop in here. So hey everybody, it's really hard for me when I don't plan these sometimes. I'm just gonna migrate a lot of these unfinished tasks over to this week purely based on that they at bare minimum need a check-in since I've been gone. I feel like I'm writing super huge and I'm not intending to. Okay, so definitely lots that I can mark off or kind of make null and void back there. So I'm going to keep going with this. Jordan is actually not back until November, so I can kind of skip him in that right. And then I'm gonna do, I just need to call my grandmother at this point. And I still need to email her that recipe, so I'm gonna I'm gonna put Etsy plan on here, but in my heart of hearts, I know it's probably not gonna get done. There's so much going on this week, both with me trying to get my arms around everything, and I already found out that my boss is basically rescheduling a lot of tomorrow. It just means that instead of migrating these tasks to this week, because I ended up only being back in office for one day, that it really doesn't make any sense. That's why I didn't bother to migrate them and then migrate them again. So we can just put all of our little arrows, and I still need to clean out my camera roll, but I'm just gonna X through this. I did the packing list, obviously, because then I went on the trip. So continuing migrating all the nice arrows. And I did end up finishing Binks's nails and brushing her. Oh my God, that's wrangling a bobcat right there. Oh, it makes me so happy that you guys are on here. It like never works out where I actually have people on the YouTube live, because I don't know, it just never works out that way. Maybe people are on holiday. Feel free to comment, because I've got my laptop off to the side. So if you guys want to chat with me, that's awesome. Because, you know, rambling by myself is also entertaining, but you know, just throwing that out there. If anybody's got questions or wants to say anything, go for it. So like I said, film the October plan with me. Then found out that this was all, well, this part was normal, but that's the only thing that remained. So that being said, I am going to, how do I want to move them? Oh, this is what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna erase all of the pencil stuff. And I know I did talk about this a little bit, and I am really glad I did these things in pencil. They were just like park hours, things I was thinking about doing more than anything. This sticker book is an older one from Happy Planner. They haven't made them, like they were a pain in the ass just to even find, if I'm being honest, back then when I got them. But I feel like I've not really ever delved into it. And I know that this is like very goal settery and things, so I want to use some of these reschedule stickers, because even though a lot of rescheduling happens in my life, I feel like I never have the need for this sticker. So I thought this actually could be good, but I don't know that I want to put it like barbarically over it. Does that make sense? And I won't need an exorbitant amount of room. To document on these days. Like I'm just kind of hitting the high points of the day. Yay, OCD, can't put the sticker down. Okay. Going to attempt to find my little baby ruler. If not, that is fine. I am just going to draw an arrow. don't even know what point this is. I probably should. Okay. So I ended up, so what I ended up doing was, let's do it like this. This will be a much easier format. So we ended up doing Hollywood Studios this day. So that being said, I am also going to fix. Oh, I love how I themed them because of the damn colors, and now that's completely irrelevant. Of course, naturally. I mean, I guess I could pill up the other stickers too. Like, it's not all. It's just stickers. It's not in pen like the shit that I did to begin with. You know? That was really funny. I mean, of course I've had that happen, like doing plan with me's over the years where I planned and then, you know, things get rescheduled. I mean, life happens. This was just hysterical because it was like a major thing. It turned into a major thing, but it's like, I've never had that happen where it's completely like I had to elongate a trip and all the things. It was really, really wild. And I'm actually going to be able to add a washi in here. So yeah, we're going to move a lot of things around. But like I said, I really wanted to do this on camera just to show you, you know, just so that you guys had this video before the flip through and we didn't have to talk about it ad nauseum during the October flip. I mean, not that I'm completely opposed to it. Okay, for real. What's everybody up to today? I think this might be as good as it's gonna get there, and it's okay. I can pull this one out a little bit more. Okay, pull the Gideons up. I do need to find, there it is, slightly readily accessible. Okay, let's just go day by day by day, shall we? I feel like that's appropriate. So basically what happened was that Tyler did not understand the reservation process, and we had to reschedule Epcot for Wednesday and put Hollywood Studios on Monday. I stayed an extra day for Thursday, and then we didn't have to be anywhere until down here for Bell's Castle, and we did go to Geyser Point. Where in, there it is. So this got rescheduled. Okay, score. We didn't get there until a little after it opened. I'm trying to think. I think we went straight back to Galaxy's Edge, more or less. So I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna use a lot of like my character stickers, I think, because obviously that makes the literal most sense. So I have a ton. I'm pop culture obsessed, so there's a lot. Oh, that's in the wrong place. Oh Lord, I need to go through these and do like a really nice deep clean. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. I'm going to use Vader because that's like, well, I guess I could use a Stormtrooper too, but I've got my Stormtrooper there. Let's just use a Vader. I was like pulling it up anyway. So Taylor actually got like a super cool experience. There were Stormtroopers walking around I also am wondering if I have a Merida. Sorry, my whole train of thought just went like, boop, out the window. Do I have a Merida is the question. I do not think I have a Merida sticker. Didn't think I did, just wanted to check. I'm gonna do Merida bound. I bounded. If you don't know what Disney bounding is, it's like a whole thing. So, you cannot, if you were over the age of, I think, 12, you cannot dress up like in full. You have to kind of look like that character. Like you can't get it to out the frame. But I did a Disney bound as Merida the day that we were at Epcot, which was kind of fun. Like I had a bear backpack. I had on like teal. I had brown boots on. I had a sweater that I didn't put on until really, 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 really late. But it was super cute. Kylo Ren experience. But Kylo Ren basically walked up to Taylor and like had a full like conversation with her, and she's obsessed. And she happened to be filming, like she was already filming like the stormtroopers being out and stuff, and then she got singled out, and then he was literally like probably 6 inches from her face at one point, if that. Like he was super close, and I'm standing next to her. My eyes are bugged out. I realize she's filming, so they bug out even bigger, and I'm just like, we're both just gawking speechlessly at Kylo Ren and these stormtroopers as we were heading to go get on the Millennium Falcon ride, which was super fun. So what all did we ride? We rode a lot so we did both of the Galaxy's Edge rides, which are Rise of the Resistance and Millennium Falcon. I'm gonna do a check because Blue Milk was like on my list of things to try, and I got it, which was awesome. I'm not gonna probably do the whole thing on camera because that would take us 6 million years, I feel like. But I had it over here. I'm just gonna do like a little circle. It'll give me something to doodle tomorrow when I am at work and running on fumes. I like to leave like little art projects for myself sometimes at the office, like whether it's coloring something in or just trying to stick some stickers in. But this is going to be the ball from Toy Story, because we had lunch at Woody's. Was it Woody's or Andy? Yeah, it's Woody's Lunchbox. Wow. Which was really fun because they had like fresh Pop-Tarts and a delicious brisket sandwich and this queso. Screw everything else, the queso was bomb. I don't know that I would get the brisket sandwich again, full disclosure. I would probably just get like a grilled cheese and dip it in that queso because it was so good. So good. And then we did Slinky Coaster, which I had not been on yet, so that was an experience. We also did Toy Mania, so I can do Slinky Coaster if it fits. All the little hearts everywhere are just gonna happen. Like there's just gonna be little hearts everywhere we go. So got that done. Like I said, we did Toy Mania. My absolute just shut up, slam the door perfection was front. Why is my handwriting being crazy? Front row on Tower of Terror. So okay, that's kind of self-explanatory. We got front row on Tower of Terror. It was the last thing that we did in the day. I'm trying not to like also give you guys a huge like unloading of my trip, because I just feel like we could be here all day, and I've been doing unloading of my trip and what was your favorite part and all that with people ever since I got back. And I'm never gonna stop talking or want to stop talking about Orlando or Disney trips or anything like that. It's never gonna happen, not my MO. However, I am very tired and need a little bit of a recharge from the constant conversation. But the Tower of Terror thing was really cool. I hadn't been on it since I was 6 years old. And the last time I was on it was obviously with my mom and my sister. And it was just really cool to get the front row. And at one point, I didn't know if we were going up or down, which caused me to laugh. And unfortunately, I did not stop laughing until we had been off the ride for quite some time. I think I hysterically laughed all the way, like, through the gift shop. And at one point, like, it was just hysterical. It was absolutely barbaric laughing. Like, it was too much. It was really funny though. So we can put these, I'll just leave them off to the side, because let's be real here, I'm going to use them again, most likely. We can get into the food. I feel like I want to do, like, even though I didn't cook, I kind of want to do like a fancy chef. I could do the full and happy. I feel like there's just a lot of white and I need color, but that may not be happening. I think the full and happy is a good one, because it was a nice little ending to the day for sure. Dinner at Umolino that I can't spell. Wow, we're just doing really great with the spelling. Handy dandy little white out there. I don't use a fancy whiteout. These are just little whiteout strips. While I've got it though, what was the thing I messed up? Mood. And I wanted to say mode. Oh, good Lord. That's not even English. That is very sloppy. I should have just left it. Y'all should have told me to just leave it. Okay, dinner at El Molino, and I tried something new. Ravioli. I'm gonna butcher this. Cacio de pepe. And it was so good. Up until that point, I really had not had like a decent meal since I got there. Like, I had the wood fire pizza and it was delicious, but then after that it was like straight park food, and I am not conditioned for that. I know that probably sounds so bougie or unnecessary, but I am a very big foodie, and I like to eat like at the nice restaurants when I'm down there, or I like to eat like sit down. I'm not the biggest like park snacks person. I could kind of take it or leave it, and that's at any park. Like, even when I used to go with Alfie in the very early beginning, we would get park to park passes specifically so we could come out and have lunch, like in City Walk, and not have to go eat at like some rando place in the park or eat popcorn. Like, so it felt really, really, really nice to eat food. And then Tyler got these amazing, it was like a meatball appetizer, and it was so good. So good. Again, I'm not even gonna bother tracking the water, like completely not even gonna bother with that. I'm not gonna clean up as I go anymore either. We're there, we're already there. This ended up being like a free day for the most part. I don't think I have like a drinks thing now that I'm thinking about it. that would match this. I'm gonna look, and I might look in the sampler and see. If not, let's see what I can find. Maybe the wine one. I know I have a lot of tea. I just put the cocoa ones in here. Because it was definitely margaritas. We're gonna keep the wine one for a second unless I find. Let's look in the sampler set and see if there's anything in here that's kind of drinkish. And I'm pretty sure I don't have anything in like another sticker book either. I guess this is my sign that I need to order the drink stickers. She's got ones that have that, but we got like margarita flights, and it was like at this super, it was a really cute, because it was like mountainous place. Let me see. I wonder. Oh, so sorry about that. I know I have like sticker sheets that have drink related things on them, but the question is, where might they be, and would we be here all afternoon waiting on me to find them? Okay, let's see what I can find. These are like super old. Like my mom used to get me like the calendar a day, or the sticker a day calendars. Here's an Aristocat sticker. This is like in the big giant sticker drawer. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be back in May. So we can just flip. Give me one sec. Let's see if I have any. Oh, of course not. I have Fiesta. Ha 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 ha. I knew I had something in here, but they just might be a little bit more gargantuan than I had anticipated. Let's see if any of these make the cut. And then I'll go put these back. That is absurdly large, ma'am. These definitely are absurdly large. Let's just see how just out of place this is about to be. If this even like remotely fits. It just wants to stick on there one way or another. I feel like I can kind of cover up some parts of this. Again, my OCD at its ever-living finest. I don't love that there. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Like, it feels very uneven. That's the problem. Like, and I don't know. Let's see if I can get it up without too much fluff. That bad boy may be in there forever. Ooh-wee. It's a miracle. Okay, I just don't think it's meant to be here. And it wasn't at like 10 o'clock in the morning either. So there's the problem. And now naturally, because I pulled it up once, like there's no like shape to the damn thing. So, and I don't want to cover up the whole other day. Okay. This is... Hi, Mariam. Okay. This is where we're at. Can I get this to be a straight line and just make this work? Because I don't know that we were up that early and it's okay to cover. This is where it's going to be. Like I said, I don't love that, but I do want to use the sticker, document some yummy drinking. Could have totally used this little guy. All right, let me throw these back in there at the very least. Okay, and you know what I did just realize? That I'm gonna need to get under there a little bit. Okay, we're having a moment. Let me get my washi. Let's see what washi I want to use. If I have a spooky one I want to use. Oh, I think it's the villains. If I can locate that, that would be swell. That might be this guy. Sorry, again, I didn't like pull, I never really like pull out all my supplies before I do a live. It's just kind of whatever we find. Hopefully my boyfriend's also not trying to call me because it will not prompt me if I am filming. This is where I cast off lots of washi. If it's like an offcut or something, it's a great place for me to stick it because lots of area. Making the biggest mess in the whole wide world. I know I have one of the villains, but where is an entirely separate moment. Like, I was pretty sure that I cut one that had Cruella on it. I was pretty certain about that. And it appears that it has disappeared from my, there it is. It's like, I know it's in here somewhere. And it'll also help cover if there's a little gap, which there very well could be. Because I forgot about this little sticker right here. Okay. Just to be clear, all of this nonsense does not necessarily happen like this. This is just super chaotic because I'm doing it in reverse and I'm doing it while I'm filming because that just never really happens. Okay. See, look, covered my little gap perfect. And the reason that I'm changing this washi is because it was Hollywood Studios was here. I just realized I need to get after this side for the Epcot. Lord, y'all, this is an experience. I may just put it down here. Possibly. Nope. Nope, nope. This sticker, I'm just done. So freaking done. And I'm also not trying to stick my whole head in view of the camera. I am going, oh, it looks like there's a tear there. I'm trying to not completely butcher this. Lord in heaven. The sticker looks like I ran over it at this point. If there was a sticker police, I feel like it would be like a justice for this sticker moment. That was awfully brave of me to just freehand that one. And as I don't know if you can see, but I definitely did cut it. See? Of course. But it's not going to be that noticeable, and I'm really not that super worried about it, if I'm being 100% honest. And I can just put this little doodad down here. If I like it, I'll keep it. If not, it's okay. It's me kicking the bag underneath my chair on accident. Okay, so now that some decorating has been done, let's document a little bit, and then we'll find a home for that little Gideon's piece. Okay, throw that. I keep saying Gideon's is the coffee print, and that was like my main goal for Thursday, was to just get to Gideon's. I'll go ahead and cut this out so I don't forget, because I did not go back to work that day as I thought I was going to. And then this little guy is just going to make it onto he might even just go where the villain was. Just go here. And I'll use him for the next time I want to do like a grayscale. Let's put the Gideon washi down. Again, it's just the coffee washi. I wish she would come out with another roll of this. I've also got like the pastry version, which totally would have been applicable as well. Okay, now we can just do some pretty fluid documenting. The only thing that I'm kind of bummed is Justin's birthday was Saturday, and I actually got to go to the party, even though I was really, really tired. So I'm just gonna leave that alone at this point. I don't know that I have like a birthday themed washi anyway to really replace it with. So it's completely fine. We're just gonna keep it moving. Wow, that is just like a big blob of craziness. Wow, okay. So, like I said, there really wasn't a lot going on this day. It was just kind of like pick up, clean up, free day. And we went to Geyser Point, which is another property. It's another Disney hotel. I think it's Wilderness Lodge, actually. So I want to find maybe like a meal thing. The drink thing is ginormous. We don't need like another sticker really to document this, I suppose. Okay, we're just gonna do lunch and drinks at Geyser Point. And I'm gonna put in parentheses Wilderness Lodge. I would 120% stay at this resort. I don't know price-wise what Wilderness Lodge is, but it was absolutely beautiful. It was like being in the mountains. Like I would have thought that I was like in North Georgia or Tennessee somewhere. It was absolutely fantastic. And there was like this beautiful lake. It was so good. And then we had reservations at Bell's Castle, and we went to Mickey's Not So Scary. So there's really not a lot. I'm gonna do this little note in Gouda dip. There was this like amazing Gouda dip that I think we like ordered extra because we ended up getting more fries or something, that came with the steak sandwich, and it was fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, and like there was a brisket dip that we got, but the Gouda dip, like the little side Gouda sauce, so good. I'm trying to think like what the biggest thing of Mickey's Not So Scary was that just like completely blew me away. Just in general, trick-or-treating at Disney, I will never have an experience that is that mind-blowing again for a Halloween type of thing. It was amazing. It was absolutely, without a doubt, one of my most favorite things that I'll ever do, because everyone was in costume for the most part. There is a Hocus Pocus show. Well, it's a show in general. It's not just Hocus Pocus. I'm trying to see what kind of sticker I kind of want. I think I just might use a pumpkin, if I'm being honest, because I have 2 to each sheet and they're so cute. This little, oh my goodness, look at the cute little pumpkin. I'm gonna have to pull this up. Of course I am. I cannot be committed to any of the washi right now. Okay, so little pumpkin, super duper necessary. He's so cute. The show was so cute. The parade was adorable. I was getting very cranky, because again, it seemed to be like every day that went past 10 o'clock, I was just completely spent. But the nighttime fireworks get me every time. Hocus Pocus show and Boo Parade. I don't think it's called the Boo Parade, and I don't think it's called the Hocus Pocus show, but those were definitely 2 of my biggest highlights. We really didn't get any snacks. We were pretty full from dinner. Did some shopping. We rode Big Thunder Mountain, which was really cool. We rode, oh, I know what I need to document. Space Mountain times 3. Seriously, we rode Space Mountain 3 times. It was a little absurd. But we had a really good time doing that. Big Thunder Mountain. What else did we get to ride? Of course, we did Haunted Mansion. I'm going to make a note about Halloween overlays on the rides were really nice and cool. I like that. So that was it was super chill day. That sticker put up a fight, y'all. Okay, so now we're moving on to Epcot. Also like a little concerned about the filming thing. Okay, can't worry about that right now. I am going to just kind of make little notes. I might use one of the wine stickers if I find them again, because there was lots of wine plates. So Belgium, I'm just going to take this out at this point. Belgium was definitely number 1 for me. We got literally like, we got beer. It was like meh, but I really love the braised beef and I love Canada's filet. So those were like the top 2 and like for first for sure. But I really think Belgium won it, because it was very homey and warm, and there was like a Gouda mashed potato. So I really felt like that was A++. I got my Alex and Ani. Really? Wow, that is some bad handwriting right there. I got my Alex and Ani bracelet for this year. Every year I pick like one that kind of has a theme, or like how I feel about the trip, or like what stands out to me the most. And I picked it while I was at Epcot. We did Cosmic Rewind, which you only can currently do virtual queue, which is a pain in the butt. We did Living with the Land as well, which was really, really, really nice. I'm just gonna write finally completed. Eating and drinking. Around the world. So that does not mean that I went to every single booth. It means that I did everything that was a country in my world. And there were some loopholes, like I brought France home. France to go. I loved Harmonious. Best show. Harmonious, hands down to me, was the best show that I've seen come out for the 50th. Justice for Epcot definitely became a hat shag because they turned 40 on the 1st. No, was it 40th? Yeah. They turned 40. Here's the kicker though. So Walt Disney World turned 50 last year. They got over a year to celebrate, but Epcot turned 40 this year and got 3 days. I was like, wait a minute. It's like some middle child bullshit nonsense. That was something. So I was not happy for Epcot. Okay. Super easy. Now we're moving. So I need super cute Cookie Monster sticker. Where? I think it's in my randoms because I didn't know where to put it. It's either that or Halloween. It could be either or. Nobody knows. It's definitely in the Halloween pouch now. Maybe. Might have lied. What the heck? Come on now. Of course I can't find anything because I got all the new stickers and put them away and I don't know what I categorize them into by any stretch of the imagination. What would I have categorized that as? If not, there it is. I also could just use Gideon's opens at 10, so I can put it down here. So I'm just gonna make a checklist. So they put me in an Uber and sent me back to my car. They went to Animal Kingdom. I went to Disney Springs and just started getting what I needed. So I did Pin Traders because that's like the farthest out. Then I went to Basin. World of Disney. I did meet these like marshmallow folks that I really want to order stuff from. How do I spell this? Sorry, I had to go get my Joffrey's bag and see how they spell it, because I almost spelled it like Jeffrey, and it is very similar. To get coffee, so I got Joffrey's, 3 of cookies and a cold brew. Okay, then I had fried mac and cheese. So good. And then I started my lovely drive home. And then I'm just gonna do, I didn't stop, I stopped at like one place. It's like a gas station called Buc-ee's. Some people have heard of it, some people have not, so I don't ever know. Okay, I was like, where is my thing? I'm not even gonna like draw a line down, because I've got so many lines, and if you guys have ever watched me before, then you know I hate them. So I don't like having bunches and bunches of lines. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my mom makes spaghetti sauce once a year, really, and then she gives me it in like freezer sealed containers, and she gives me 12 exactly, and it is my job to ration all 12 of them, and they're like single serve size, and they are like a crack in case of emergency. You're having a really shit day, you're having a sick day, like it will heal you 110%, and that's what I had for dinner. So I had that for dinner. I'm debacling on whether to keep going or whether to just stop. I just really wanted to kind of show what happened on the trip, how I document like retroactively a little bit, and also like how I wanted to move things around, because I'm not 100% remembering, like I don't have my to-do list in front of me, so I don't 100% know what really got accomplished. I can kind of guess. And I'm also concerned that Jeff might have called me by now while I was on the live, and that I need to be commuting right now and not sitting on here, because I've been on here for like an hour, having a whole existential crisis moment. I'm gonna stop it here. I feel like now is a good stopping point. But yeah, this is kind of how I viewed that. Like I said, I'm not going to do a to-do list this week. This is all just kind of stuff. So this was just a work day. This day I literally went to Kroger, made macaroni and cheese, and went to a birthday party. It's literally all that happened on Sunday. Yesterday I was a little bit more productive. I like worked out I worked out Saturday. I didn't do much of anything on Sunday. I think I went to the grocery store again. Did I? I don't even know. I'm really unclear on so that's going to take some investigating that I'm going to need my phone for, and I want to fill in all of my weather. So I'm just going to call it a day right now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you liked this very rambly, strange plan with me adventure, let me know. I would like to plan a plan with me live stream, like actually plan it maybe, but I don't know what that looks like quite yet and how that's going to fit into the rhythm of things. But I am looking at doing kind of at least 2 planned live streams a month is what I would like to get to. That might be something that we see more in like December or January, but it's definitely in the works. But I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out or enjoyed watching the playback. And I hope this gave you a good idea how to kind of deal with something if your plans go awry, and how to use some of those stupid reschedule ticket stickers that no one ever uses up completely. But thank you guys so much. I am going to pack all this good stuff up and try to go get me some dinner. Bye. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna pull this out.